Hi there. Today I'm answering questions. How to cope with addiction, reasons for addiction, and is addiction a choice? And in this video, I will show to you a different approach and a different attitude to your addiction that I think will totally change your ability to not just cope with addiction, manage your addiction, but also stop addiction completely and in a very natural way, the way that will come by itself to you without you forcing the issue all the time. Because you see, this I see as a huge problem with so-called war on addiction, battling addiction, just forcing the issue all the time, attacking the addiction as if addiction was the problem. Addiction is not the problem. Addiction is a way of coping. And once you understand that, it all becomes much easier for you to sort of cope with. So stop battling addiction and start understanding, number one, addiction is a coping mechanism, and number two, how addiction is a choice. A choice. Not necessarily a totally conscious choice, but a choice nevertheless. And because it is a choice, it can also be your choice to stop addiction, to make your life better, to enjoy your life more. If you decide so, you see, it's a choice, it's a matter of decision. Now, addiction is not a thing to be battled, it's not a thing to be sort of focusing on all the time, not at all. What you need to focus on is other things. Number one, managing the issues from the past that are still bothering and influencing you and causing you pain. Number two, bringing your current life to a level that it becomes more enjoyable, that there is something to get up in the morning for and something to live for and stuff like that. And number three, and the most important thing of all, absolutely the most important thing of all, you need to take responsibility for your life. And you need to say like this: I'm not a victim in my own life. You see how, honestly, irrational that is, that sort of approach, being a victim. And yet, so many of us chose this approach and are still choosing this approach, to be a victim in our own life. That we're a victim of circumstances, that we are a victim of things done to us, of people and whatnot, and the government, and what happened to us when we were 5 and 10 and 12 and who knows when, isn't it? But taking the responsibility for your life and saying, at any point in life, you can start now saying, okay, I'm here now. This is my life. Whatever I did, whatever was done to me, whatever happened in my life so far led me to this point in time where it is what it is. And I'm accepting it is what it is. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to accept it. I accept that I am, using certain things to cope with life better because I don't enjoy life as it is. And I have certain traumas and certain emotional experiences from the past that are still affecting me and troubling me and causing me pain. And I do certain things to help myself coping with that. But from this moment on, I'm taking full responsibility for all this. I made a choice at a certain point in life to live my life as I live it once I stopped being a child and became an adult. And now I am making a choice to change my approach, to do things differently, start doing things differently, and give myself a chance to have a better life, to enjoy life more. Because I deserve it like anyone else, because inside here, as I'll always say, inside here we are all the same. We all deserve the good things in life, and they are there. They are there. We just need to somehow take control of ourselves and enjoy them, because they are there. You see? So I'm going to just sum up quickly again these 3 levels that I think that you should work on to better your life. One is obviously Start dealing and facing your past experiences that might still cause you pain, suffering, discomfort, to say the least. Number two, start doing things in your everyday life, small things, step by step, that will bring you some joy, that will mean something to you, that will give you some quality time, whatever that is, as long as you're obviously not hurting yourself or others. And number three, take complete responsibility for your life and say, whatever happened. It's in the past. I'm here now. I'm taking full responsibility for my life. I'm taking life in my own hands. And I'm going to implement things to better myself, to better my life, and to better the life of the people around me. And you see, what was created can be uncreated. Certain pains and certain traumas and stuff that we were not able to cope with can be coped with a different approach. And once understanding that it is really in your hands, and that because you use certain coping mechanisms to cope with your life better because you don't know how to. It's just that a coping mechanism is not a stigma on you. You're not sick. You do not have any illness. You're not different than anybody else. You're just using certain coping skills like many other people do. Let's be honest about that. So, implement this new approach. Join me on my channel. Watch my videos. I talk a lot about how we can actually do wonders ourselves, on our own, with the help of some maybe YouTube videos, with the help of some courses on YouTube, some programs on YouTube, following certain people on YouTube that are open-minded, that are sort of suggesting some new approaches, some new ways of looking at things that will improve our lives and the lives of the people around us, the lives of the people we love. And most importantly, that we can enjoy what's inside here. The wonderful miracle of life, love, compassion, humanity, nature, God, universe. It's all in here. It's all in here, in any one of us. So stop beating yourself up. Stop, somehow, putting a stamp on yourself, stamping yourself as whatever fanatic or this or that or whatever. You're a human being like everyone else. You're part of this beautiful universe, nature, and whatever it's around us and inside us, especially inside us, and you are able as anybody else to take part in it and to enjoy it. You need to take a different approach and maybe learn a few better things of how to cope with it all and how to enjoy it all, and it will come to you naturally, without forcing it, without pushing yourself, without fighting nonsense all the time. Okay? So please do visit me on a daily basis. Spend some time with me, and you will come to enjoy it as I enjoy spending my time with you, and it might work beneficial both ways, for you and for me, and for people around us, and for the whole universe that will become better with time, and it's already becoming better. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your day. Find some pleasant things to do and experience.